3 ways to prevent your hay from molding.
Let's go.
The number one way not to get moldy hay, and it's kind of a duh, but alfalfa and grass, all of it alike, needs water in the field while it's growing and it's living. Once it's cut, it cannot get wet anymore. Heavy dews on the field will ruin the hay, and any moisture, once it's in the bale, can be detrimental, can mold the hay if it's not able to breathe good. The number 2 way to prevent your hay from molding is making sure that it can breathe good. So you're gonna wanna make sure that your stacks are spaced out and make sure that your hay can actually breathe. That includes the bottoms, the sides, and the top. So like when you're stacking it on a concrete floor, if this was going to be a long-term storage, we would need to be stacking it on some sort of breathable surface like rocks or pallets or something like that. You would not wanna stack it on concrete like we have it here if it was going to be there for a long time. Also making sure that it can breathe beside it and making sure that it can breathe on the top. Number 3, be careful when purchasing your hay. If this only goes for if you're going to have long-term storage of that hay. Perhaps you're buying a lot of hay for the summer to get you by all winter or something like that. If you're just buying it for a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time, you can almost disregard this portion. But when you are buying hay for a long time, make sure that hay, if it is put up with a lot of moisture in it, if that bale has 16, 17, 18% moisture or greater, you are at risk of having a moldy situation on your hands. You can see how this bale has a bit of mold. It has a lot of moisture. That comes when the flakes are very heavily tight together. When they're held very tight together, that can trap moisture in the bale. This bale, you can see how much drier it is and how it doesn't flake as well. That's a problem for the horse owner that it doesn't flake as well, but that is a lot drier hay. So be careful when buying your hay for long-term storage that it is not really heavy in moisture.